I've been chasing IIT for 7 years of my life, sacrificing my friendships, normal childhood moments, sports, extracurriculars, and whatnot. As you all might have known, IIT takes a lot of things from our life. So it was in the year 2017 when I first got to know about IIT. Till then, I was in a completely different school where there is literally nothing about this IIT or JE. And I've been only involved in the extracurriculars like singing, dancing, sports, as you might have known. That's the initial point where I began athletics and everything in my life. I was so happy as a child. But anyway, till then, it was completely fine until I got to know about IIT, not in our school, but few of my friends in the school have been attending some extra coaching classes. After the school ends, it's like a tuition where they go for these extra classes, and typically teachers from other schools used to teach MPC, not the exact JE stuff, but it's like a foundation program and it is very reputed from the place where I came from. So my parents have decided to put me in there and I was happy. But then started everything in my life regarding this. And it was a very bad start because honestly, I was never really performing well. Although I was one of the top students in my school, not a flex, but yeah, I was never really able to do anything in that coaching classes because I never understood anything, nor I don't know how to actually answer them. Many students who used to come there had it like an additional class. So they used to have something taught in their school and then it's like a revision. But for me, it's completely from zero. So I never really knew about all these basics or maybe anything that they were learning. And revising it without the actual content was always difficult and I was struggling a lot. That too, especially as said, I was unable to digest the fact that I'm able to do well in my ACADS at the school, and I'm unable to replicate that in this tuition classes or this coaching classes. I used to get up at around 6 or 5 a.m. in the morning, get ready for my school. At 7 o'clock, maybe board the bus or auto, and then used to come to my school by 8, 8:30. The school begins at 8:45, I guess. And then till 5:30 or 5, I used to be in the school. And then later, I had a habit to go to football field and then practice for some time, but gradually I have to give it up because of this. So I used to go directly to my friend's house, stay there, have snacks with him, enjoy some time, and then go to this coaching classes from 6 to 8 probably, or maybe 6:30 to 8:30 if I'm not wrong. And then I used to get back to my home by 9 or 9:30, have to fresh up, then again have my dinner, and at last start my homework of both my schoolwork as well as this coaching work. So it used to be like 12 or 1 o'clock by the time I used to sleep and get up at around 5 or 6. So I never really got at least the minimum barrier of 6 hours of sleep in my entire childhood starting from there. And seeing that, my parents really felt bad because I was struggling too much, not just on this academics, but mentally too. My mindset is very stubborn. I cannot accept the fact and digest that I'm not able to do it. So they have decided to put me in a boarding school, and I think it was just before my birthday where I got into the school. And luckily, my brother was also there in the same school. He joined 1 year before. And I still remember I used to sing a song from Tare Zameen Par. If you know, you know. So I had no problems joining in that school. Although I was missing my parents, my brother was there. So it was completely fine for me. And things were going well because this school has started everything from basics, and obviously I was performing exceptionally well, so much better than what I was expecting, and it was all great. But it was only the basics of the IIT. No school can teach IIT syllabus to school kids like us. So it was just about the basics, but they were more focused on Olympiads. And that is completely a different chapter in my life, opened completely different pathway for me. And maybe I'll make a dedicated video about my Olympiads and all. I cracked INMO, IOQM, a lot of them. So maybe you can check out the video there. But getting back, so that's how the journey began. In that process, I got one of my favorite teachers, all three of them. MPC definitely had one of my best times. And also in this school, there were some extracurriculars, but not as good as the way I used to experience them before joining here. But I'm not going to talk about them. Coming back to JE, so it was fine until COVID hit. So, as you know, it was completely online and we have to be back at home. So, I think it was in my 10th grade, have to stay completely at home. And we were struggling a lot. But after a couple of months, then came online classes where we have to prepare. And then it was the first time for all of us. But it was great. I was enjoying my time at home as well as doing these things. And by the way, during that time, I built a platform called Learno Club, initially called as Noted, to share all these resources. And later, I also expanded this platform nationwide for all the students for JEE resources. Maybe you can check it out in another video where I would explain about it. And then in my 10th standard, when we finally got back to our schools, if you know, typically in South India, Narayana and Chaitanya colleges, they come for different schools and try to recruit students from the schools who are performing well to their colleges. And so I was top of the list from my school and I got into one of the good colleges. Also, if any of you is watching from North India, so we call 11th and 12th schools as colleges, typically junior colleges, but that's how we call them. But anyway, getting back again in 2021, COVID hit back. So again, classes were online. I think it started in the summer, completely online. Maybe in September or October, we got back. And as you know, online education is something you can never trust. It depends completely on the students. And I'm very honest, I was not that sincere at that time, although I wanted to be. And it was completely messed up. Then later, when we got back to our college, my performance was not great. In fact, none of the students' performance was great, but gradually we were trying to improve and we faced a lot of issues with our faculty. So we had maybe 5 or 6 teachers being changed for mathematics and even 4 or 5 teachers changing for chemistry. Only one physics teacher was the person who taught us for 2 years, but still, I was trying to do my best. Although by the end of my first year, like my class 11th, I was not scoring much. Maybe in the cumulative test for JEE mains, I think my score was around 150 or 180 out of 300 by the end of class 11th. And in class 12, as you know, more rigorous syllabus will be there, and gradually the marks just keep on decreasing, and that's how it has happened. So even till that moment, I was never performing well, but I always believed maybe my favorite subject would always try to help me in my final exam. So, maths was always my strongest subject, and I was really very, very bad at physics as well as chemistry. My math score used to be the sum of physics and chemistry. In fact, most of the times it is even greater than P and C combined. That's my stats. And meanwhile, I was also giving INMO IVOQM. And surprisingly, I also cracked INMO in the year 2023, being one of the top 200 students nationwide to qualify for it. But the same student who made it couldn't clear IIT. Yes, that's true. Oh, maybe I spoiled it. But anyway, let's go on. In my mocks, I used to score around 100 or maybe 90, 80 out of 300. So that was my JEE mains performance. And on the final test day, I think it was Jan 29, shift 1 in the year 2023. I scored 117 or 113. I don't exactly have the numbers, but I got around 96 or 97 percentile, and it was very, very poor. I never really expected that I would get that low, but my mock test already said, and that's the first lesson I learned. Miracles never happen. You cannot turn your marks from 90 to all the way to 190 or 150 in a single day. Whatever your mocks show, most probably it's going to be that. The improvement can only happen during a phase, not just in days or two. And from that, I've been trying to prepare well for my second attempt, because now it puts all the students in a confusion whether to focus on JEE mains or switch to JEE advanced, because most of us start with JEE advanced. And I still remember my teacher used to mock us, because when we start our dream, we start with IIT Bombay, and then slowly it goes to IIT Delhi or IIT Madras. Then slowly it comes to IIT Dharwad. Then slowly, no, IIT is fine. Then we go to NIT. And I don't know how many of you can relate to this, but it happens. It happens in the student's life and it's very common. And that's the power of consistency, because it's difficult for all of us to maintain the same momentum and enthusiasm we always had from the start. Nonetheless, I didn't give up. I wanted to try the next attempt well, balancing my advanced, but unfortunately, I couldn't do it. And maybe in my second attempt, I did better, maybe 150 marks, I think. But as you know, second attempt, although you improve your performance, relatively, others will also do better. So again, my percentile was almost similar, but better for sure. And when it was time for advanced, I think it was June 4th. And that day was never really mine. I remember going into my exam hall with not much confidence, but thinking that something would happen. Maybe I will try, because advance is something you never really know how the paper is going to be. It's very unpredictable, because just the year before in 2022, I think the stats were completely different. Just for 150 or 160 marks, the overall All India rank was around 1000 to 2000, which is crazy because the year before, for the same marks, the rank used to be at 3000 or 4000. So it is relative to the students, whereas in JEE means you won't see such a drastic change. And that's how it has happened. And unfortunately, I couldn't clear it. The moment I came out from my exam hall, I was disappointed because I knew I messed it up. And I was talking to my father that I failed. I failed doing it and I'm done because I don't know what to do next. This has been my dream since my childhood, and I've been working for it for 6 years and I failed. But the moment next, I decided, I mean, it took a lot of time to decide on this decision. I was getting into some NITs, NIT Trichy Production Engineering or NIT Warangal Civil Engineering, and a lot more, and a few of the colleges like this. But I've decided to not go to them because I've been working for this dream for 6 years. And just because that I couldn't do on this one test, I thought it shouldn't determine my future. I thought, why don't we just give another attempt? And after discussing with my parents, I'm very glad that they had accepted it and they were very supportive throughout the process. Along with my maths teacher, my mentor, and with my family. Only four of us knew that I'm gonna make this decision. And I started my prep at my home itself. I've been preparing my own syllabus, trying to find resources, and then that's how I started my preparation. And maybe I think it takes a completely dedicated video to just talk about my drop year journey. Maybe I'll attach it as another video. But after focusing on what exactly I missed, on how to improve my score, I've learned a lot of things in my life. And honestly, I don't know whether I ended up in the right place where I belong, but for sure, I can say that moment is definitely something I can never forget in my life. And I will always say that it is one of the best phases because it taught me so much more in life, not just this academics. I built a mindset where I could never give up, no matter what happens in life. It should be the mindset to always fight back. And that's what I've always been doing. And I love that phase of my life where I was completely in an exile, preparing on my own. And with the support that I got, it was really great. And although I've been going through all of this, in Jan 2024, when I got to write my test again. So this is my third attempt technically, and again, it was 24th Jan, first day, first shift. So typically in 2023, maybe if you can compare the stats, I'll try to attach them if I have. 150 to 170, 180 used to be the 99 percentile benchmark. But if you know the history of JEE means, that day was the most exceptional day in the entire history of JEE means, where the 99 percentile has gone up to 230 marks. That is like 99.9 in the previous year, but this year it is just 99.0. But nonetheless, I think I got a percentile of 96 or 97. I'm not sure, maybe even 95. And I was completely broke, literally broke, because 6 years I worked for this, and the next 1 year I completely dedicated my time literally in an exile, leaving everything behind, focusing on this one goal, and yet I failed again. So that's very unacceptable. It was heartbreaking, even much worse than the day I failed on my advanced. But still, I remember my parents and my coach, my mentor, saying just one thing: no matter how hard things go, we should never give up. Fight till the very last moment. And that's all I got because there's nothing much to lose. I've already failed at IIT. So if I'm going to fail, it's another failure. It's not going to be something worse than that. That's the mindset I used to have, and I continue to prepare. This time, not focusing on mains because I know no matter how much I'm going to prepare, this year the pattern is completely changed and I don't think I can cope up. So maybe it's better to focus on J advanced, and I've been putting more time and effort on J advanced questions. And then in again April, I improved by maybe 20 or 20 marks. I don't know. In the first attempt, I scored like 180 or 170. Then again, maybe 190 or 200. There was an improvement, but it was never sufficient. As said again, second attempt is going to be tougher because of the increase in the relative competition. But it was time for advanced, and I think it was on May 30th. And this time I was much more experienced in the sense I already given it before, and there's nothing to lose, the same mindset. And when I walked in, saw the paper, honestly, the first reaction was completely blank because I was surprised by seeing the JEE advanced paper. And I'm very sorry about saying this, but IIT Madras, you completely messed up all the students' life with that paper because 2023 was such an easy paper. And if you know the difference, as I told you in 2022, for maybe 150 or 160 marks, the rank was 1000 to 2000 AIR. And in the year 2023, it jumped to 4K or 5K. And the worst part, in 2024, it was even much worse than that. It was 7K or 6K because of the increase in the competition. So, if you know, there will be two types of paper: easy paper, hard paper. Some students prefer easy paper and some students prefer hard paper. Because my strength was mathematics, and if math is tougher, relatively I can do better than many of the students. But again, as said, I'm one among the most unluckiest guys. So, the paper was very easy, especially in the mathematics, which means not just me, but every other person will do. And that's my weakness because I commit silly mistakes a lot. And I did. I don't exactly remember my score, but I got a rank maybe around 10K or 12K, which was completely surprising. And then came my result. Although it was not that pleasing, I was very happy because of this efforts that I put in, the time, the sacrifices, the support, everything in my life for that one single moment. And I was very, very happy. And this happened just a week before my birthday. And then later, my biggest birthday gift was getting into an IIT. So June 20th, I got IIT in my JOSA counseling, but I never really wanted to get into IIT Hyderabad. I never mentioned it in my list. So if you know, before you apply to the colleges, you just take a list of colleges where you have the chance to get in, and then you shortlist. And out of all the 23 IITs, I never even mentioned IIT because it was just beside my home. In the sense, I live in the same state. I'm from Hyderabad, by the way. So I never really wanted to get in here. But somehow, due to many reasons, I got here. And if you want to know what exactly made me come here, maybe you can check out this video. And along with that, if you want to know my exact percentiles, marks, and all that data, maybe you can check out this video. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in any of these videos. Bye.